Hey everyone, I'm Connor and welcome to my channel, The Closet. If it's your first time here, on my channel I like to talk about all things luxury, so if that's something you're into, I would love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my favorite men's fragrances, perfumes, colognes. I don't even know what a cologne is. I think it's like, I don't know, it sounds really old school, but I just call them perfumes because I think that's what they are. Right, so let's just call them perfumes. And these are my favorite ones that are marketed towards men. Anyone can wear them at the end of the day. If you like the smell, you like the smell, but let's get into it. Now, before I get into the perfumes, all of these are EDT. How do you say it? De toilette. They're all that. I've owned EDPs before, but they give me a headache and I'm not sure why. I've got very weird sensory problems. But the EDPs, I love how rich they are, but they do give me a bit of a headache if I'm wearing it all day. And even some of the EDTs, if I spray it on just before I hop in the car, I get a headache. I think everyone gets that though because of the smells, but all of mine are EDTs, and like I said before, they're all things that I've owned and worn, and I'm going to start at the cheaper end and kind of work my way up to the more expensive end. I can't remember the exact prices, but I'll pop all the information of them down below in the description box, so if you want to check them out, go for gold. So the first perfume I'm going to be talking about is Calvin Klein Euphoria, and this is the men's version. This is in the 100ml size and it retails for about 40 Australian dollars. You can get it from the chemist, you can get it from like the department stores, but I always get this when I'm at the chemist when I've run out. I've literally just run out. There's like a tiny bit left in the bottle, but I always gravitate towards this Calvin Klein perfume because I like how light and fresh it is. It's very citrusy and sweet. I get like a very, like that citrus and then a kick of honey kind of smell to it, and it's just very light and fresh and simple. Now I'm going to compare what I think they smell like to that perfume place. Is it, what's it called? Luxottica? Oh no, I think that's a sex shop. No, what's it called? Winnie always does it. Wait, hold on. Hold the horses. One moment, please. Oh no, Fragrantica. Fragrantica? Fragrantica. Fragrantica. That sounds like Fragrantica. That sounds like a dinosaur. Anyways, so that website, let's just call it the fragrance website, that refers to this as fresh, spicy, warm, spicy, aromatic, woody, herbal, amber, musky. I don't get that from this. I get, like, as soon as I smell it, it's like a really fresh citrusy smell, and then it kind of has like a kick of honey, like a sweet honey kind of smell. You know how you can taste stuff but it tastes like your smell? It's like honey, if that makes any sense. I don't know if this is going to make any sense. I'm talking my own language, but for $40 this is like perfect. It's a very simple bottle. It's just silver on the sides and then it's just clear, but it's a very good buy. Moving up on the list is my next perfume. It is Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Extreme. This is like a sexy fragrance. It's so woody. It's a very kind of wintry nighttime kind of fragrance. And I'm gonna smell it. Yeah, it's very woody, smoky with a kind of kick of citrus undertone, if that's what you would call it. But it is definitely a very masculine kind of smelling perfume. It reminds me of like going out at night time for dinner or something and then putting this on when it's cold, and it kind of gives you that spicy, musky, like sex smell. Like it smells like sex. Sex smells like this. They should market it like that. I love this perfume because Viktor and Rolf, first of all, the bottle, it's so cool. It looks like a grenade. It has a little thingy-mabobby here, and I just love. This is the 90ml size. It retails for about $165, and I always go back to this kind of perfume when I run out of the kind of nighttimey woody ones. I've had this probably 3 or 4 bottles and it always just wins me over every time. Now, when I look on the fragrance website to how it's described, it said fresh, spicy, vanilla, tobacco, sweet, aromatic, lavender, powdery, warm, spicy. Yeah, it's definitely got that light tobacco-y smell, definitely spicy. I wouldn't call it fresh spicy. I would call it like, not that. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely aromatic. Lavender, yeah, I can see where they'd get that. Not powdery. God, what are they? I don't know how they come up with these things. Maybe they're the correct terms and I'm just saying random stuff, but definitely, can we agree on it's spicy? So obviously that comes from the name Spicebomb Extreme, but it's like, you know, it's not clovey, but you know those kind of Christmas candles that are very, very Christmassy, but they're kind of that spicy, sexy smell. That's what it reminds me of, but not so sweet with the clovey undertone. It's just that first smell when you smell the spices. That's the best way I can put it. Next is another all-time favorite, Bleu de Chanel. I had to say that, sorry, I had to do that. This is Bleu de Chanel, and this is obviously incredibly popular. It's one of Chanel's signature men's fragrances, and this is in the 50ml bottle, retails for about 130, 140 Australian dollars, and it's a very safe kind of staple perfume, I guess you would call it. But when I was just smelling it just before, it actually smells very, very similar to the Euphoria. So I'm not sure if this is like a little dupe or whatever you call it, but it does smell very similar. Very citrusy, very fresh, very light, but very like masculine. Yeah, the more I smell it, it smells very similar to that. Interesting. But this is just a very safe kind of everyday one. I generally wear this to work. And my friend Zelina got this for me because I babysat her dog, and then because she's a flight attendant, she also picked me up the, what's it called? The travel size that you can pop in your bag, and it comes with 2 refills as well. So that's always really handy. I didn't know they made these, so I'm going to pop that in my bag, but I technically have 2 of these. But let's see what the fragrance website refers to this as. I guarantee you it'll say citrus, because I'm starting to see that all the men's ones are citrus. Alrighty, main accords: citrus, woody, warm, spicy, aromatic, amber, smoky, balsamic, green, fresh. It's not smoky. Sorry, it's not spicy. And yeah, it's definitely not smoky. Let me smell. Oh, it's got a bit of a light spice, but I wouldn't call it warm spicy. But it's definitely citrus. It could have some woodiness to it. But yeah, I'd say it's more like a fresh citrus smell. And very similar, like I said, to the Euphoria. Next on the list is still within the Chanel realm. This is the Allure Homme Sport. I got this for Christmas from my mum. I unboxed this in my Christmas unboxing video. I'll link that up above if you want to watch. And I prefer this over the Chanel Bleu, because it's a bit more light and sweet, but it still has a citrus undertone, but it's not like the main smell. The first thing you smell, it actually reminds me of jasmine. Like you get that sweet jasmine kind of smell when you first sniff, and then it kind of hits you with the citrus. So that's why I like this. I wouldn't think in my head that I'm somebody that likes sweet perfumes, but this I just love the smell of. When I look on the fragrance website, it says main accords, citrus, aromatic, I don't even know how to say that word. Aldehyddic. Aldehydic. Wait, let me see how you actually pronounce that. I need to know. Is this one of those words that everyone knows and I just don't know how to say? Waxy, fatty note. Aldehydic. Aldehydic. No, I need to know how to say it. Oh wait, the first thing that comes up on Google is how to pronounce it. Aldehydic.
Aldehydic. Aldehydic.
Aldehydic. I've never heard that word in my life, but it comes up with a photo of like lilies. So maybe that's where I'm getting, it's not really lilies, but maybe that's where I'm getting that flowery kind of smell. You learn something new every day, but definitely love it. It's just that slightly masculine but sweet kick. Then it says marine. Yep, I definitely get that marine smell. Vanilla. Yeah, I could be getting that with the sweetness and the kind of jasmine-y smell. Fresh, spicy. No, it's not really spicy. Amber, powdery. No. I'm not getting powdery or ambery. But yeah, this is definitely a great buy. This is in the 100ml size. From memory, it's about 150 Australian dollars. But this is probably my favorite Chanel fragrance. Now, the next two perfumes are the boutique only kind of perfumes that you can only purchase from boutiques. They don't have them in like department stores and things like that. And the first one is the Hermes Vetiver Tonka. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. But this, it's empty. I've used it all. It was quite expensive from memory. It was probably $380, $370 or something like that. And this is in the 100ml size. It has a leather kind of lid, and then it's just your average little spray bottle. Now this is a very kind of acquired smell. Not everybody likes this smell. When I've worn this, people have gone, oh, that's really like very strong, and not sure if I like it or not, but I like it. Out of all of the kind of boutique only cologne perfumes that I smelt at Hermes, this was the only one I liked. I like some of the other Hermes perfumes that they sell at like department stores. They have like two varieties. Some are sold, you know, online and at chemists and things like that, and then this is the boutique range. In the boutique range, this is the only one I liked, and if I were to describe it, the first thing I thought when I smelled it is, it smells like, it's such a weird, I don't even know if I want to say this out loud, but it's, it smells like when someone's been smoking, like those cigarettes that smell really good, like the expensive ones, and then they kind of have it on their jacket in like if someone's wearing like a wool jacket and you kind of smell it and you get that cigarette smell. That's what it smells like. I know that's weird, but I just like the smell. It's not as gross as the cigarette smell, but it is kind of like that. It's very woody, it's very sexy. It's definitely, it reminds me of like a European smell. I'm not sure why. I just think of like Europeans, maybe because when you go over there, everyone's smoking and drinking and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying everyone does that, but you know, in comparison. But it's definitely that kind of vibe. Now, on the fragrance website, it's referred to as woody, sweet, aromatic, nutty, earthy, tobacco, amber, caramel. Yeah, I would definitely say it's all of those things. I don't have any, yeah, you do get that kind of, it's almost got a bit of musk in there too, which I'm not a fan of, but it's kind of hidden well with the tobacco-y woody smell. But definitely if you go into Hermes, make sure you smell this, or even in when you get perfume samples with Hermes, this is one of the ones that's included. It's called Vetiver Tonka, I think that's how you say it, and when you smell it, you'll kind of, I guess, know what I mean. But when I've worn it, people have been like, have you been smoking? And I'm like, sorry, no. So that's what it reminds me of. I would definitely buy this one again because there's nothing else really like it. Even when I compare it with the Spicebomb, they're very different in terms of that woody, smoky smell. This is a bit more sweet, and this is definitely a bit more kind of, yeah, darker. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just a bit more heavy. And this one you can kind of get away with the smoky kind of smell with that kind of sweet kick, but this one is definitely a dark, woody, smoky smell. So that's probably the differentiator between the two. But like I said, I would definitely purchase this one again just because I haven't really found any other perfume that's like it. And the bottle's cute. Look, it's got the little Hermes gold with the stitching on it. So don't know if that makes it worth $380, but you know, it's Hermes. And last on the list, this is probably my all-time favorite fragrance, and it is the Météore by Louis Vuitton. And this fragrance is unlike anything else I've smelt before. Every time I smell it, I fall in love, and I honestly would kind of say it smells like magical. Like, I know that's crazy, but that's what it smells like to me. It smells like magic. There's no other fragrance like it that I've smelled anyways, and I think it is such a beautiful, fresh, and unisex fragrance. When I first smell it, it reminds me of standing on like a cliff, looking out at the ocean, and then taking in a breath. That's what I would equate it to. And not that smells like this, that's what it reminds me of. It's so fresh, it's so summery, and it's so like magical. It's honestly like just beautiful. It's such a beautiful perfume. As you can see, mine is probably halfway, just a little bit below halfway, because I wear it all of the time. Every time I wear it, people go, wow, that's such a beautiful fragrance. Where's it from? And I purchased it probably July last year. Now it's probably coming up to a year. I did do a video when I unboxed it, and I'm sure it was a year ago now, or coming close to it. And I did have it engraved at Christmas time when Dale and I went to the LV Christmas party. So it does have my initials there. I'm not sure if that's coming up, which is complimentary, and you can also have it done like retrospectively after purchasing it as well. The Louis Vuitton fragrances are great because you can get them refilled. So this retails currently for 440 Australian dollars. It's probably the most I've paid for a fragrance before, but I would do it again. When I run out of this, I will get it refilled. And from memory, the refill price is just a little bit over halfway mark. So if it's 440, I think it's like 460 or 470 to have it refilled. So it's a great way to kind of get use out of the bottle, especially because it's been engraved, so you're not chucking it out. And that was probably that was kind of motivated too when I purchased this perfume, because I knew that I can just get it refilled and not having to fork out the full amount again. But when I look on the fragrance website, let's see what they call it. So they're saying it's citrus, fresh, spicy, aromatic, soft, spicy, woody, sweet. When I smell it, I do not get any spice from it. I do get a little bit of citrus, but it's such a fresh, sweet, citrusy smell. And I've noticed that all of the men's fragrances, they all just say citrus as like the top note, when I think that's just a bit of a cop-out, I guess, because they're just assuming that all men's fragrances are citrusy. But this, I really recommend getting a sample of this if you're unsure, because it is such a beautiful fragrance. It's like a light purpley color, I guess, but definitely sweet. It's not, I don't get any spice from it, me personally. You may, but I get like a light citrus, like it's almost like a florally smell without being floral. Like when you smell it, you don't think flowers floral, but when you kind of really break it down, that's probably what I would equate it to. But it's such a fresh, oceany nature smell. It reminds me of being out in like a botanical garden and then smelling the fresh air and that kind of watery smell. Like, honestly, it's beautiful. And when this runs out, I will definitely get it refilled. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're looking for perfumes or for a gift or for yourself, I strongly recommend going in and at least smelling these fragrances to get a better idea of what's out there. Some of these are quite common, some of them are not, but maybe you've heard of them all, maybe you haven't, but hopefully this can kind of give you a direction to go in when it comes to picking a new fragrance for yourself or someone else. But thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I would love it if you could give the thumbs up to it, as well as it helps out the channel. And I would love it if we could connect outside of YouTube as well on my Instagram account, The Closet by Connor. I post reels on there, I post lots of things. But I do appreciate all the support you give to my channel as well. And I hope to see you all next time. Thanks, guys.